With so many options, why choose Arizona State University?
For me, the only online option was ASU because of the quality. Their faculty was really involved with their students and care about your personal journey. The dedication to my personal development from my professors, that's been extremely valuable to me.
Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Explore more than 350 plus undergraduate, graduate, and certificate programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
The following episode will contain spoilers. You have been warned.
You're listening to Cinema IRL, the podcast that throws you into the movie and asks the question, what would you do? And now, Cinema IRL.
I wish I could switch places for just one day.
What would you do?
Put yourself in my shoes.
How do we handle this?
What would you do?
Put yourself in my position.
What would you do?
Now it's your turn.
After I watched this movie, I checked to see what its gross was at movie theaters.
Okay.
It was a little bit under $1 million total.
That's not a lot.
I'm shocked it even got to that.
Well, you have Rebel Wilson, who generally gets, good comedic movies out there. And then, of course, you have Justin Hartley, who everybody loves. So I think it probably just wasn't promoted very much.
I think it was freaking terrible.
Well, it was not meant to be a work of art. It's not that kind of film.
It's Fire My Agent bad.
All right, folks. Bridehard is our film for today's episode. Bridehard. Sam is a world-class secret agent and a pretty terrible bride of honor. Okay, right there. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Bride of honor?
That's what it says. Oh, maid of honor.
Okay.
Okay. Terrible maid of honor. After blowing off bridal duties for an international spy mission, she's demoted to bridesmaid at her childhood best friend's wedding. What should have been a weekend of reconnecting and celebration turns into a 5-star death trap when armed mercenaries crash the big day. Okay, so
First of all, what a bitch. Just going away from your maid of honor duties just because you have to do a spy mission.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of those movies that is what it is. You don't have to think a lot. You just kind of...
No, you did not. So here's my thing. I mean, movies fall into one of two classifications mostly. Well, okay, 3 if you count documentaries. But you have the definitely couldn't happen in the real world things involving ghosts or demons or dragons or things that just don't exist.
Mythical or mystical.
Yeah, and then you have movies where this could conceivably happen.
This isn't either of those.
No, it is. I mean,
it is?
I mean, was there anything in the movie that doesn't exist in the real world? Besides the gravity necessary to fling bars of gold? No. Everything theoretically could have been done, but dear God, why would anyone do it this way? For everything, dear.
Alrighty, so we have our main character, Sam, who is our secret agent, and she is the best friend of Betsy. And they have known each other since childhood, and Sam's a spy, but nobody knows. So she is not able to follow through on all of her maid of honor duties, and the soon-to-be sister-in-law gets kind of cranky and starts taking things over, and ultimately they end up doing their bridal shower in France because Sam has a spy mission there and she needs to move everything there at the last minute. So everyone's kind of confused and a little bit cranky about doing that, but she has to bail on the shower because work calls and there's a bad guy that needs catching. So Betsy gets annoyed that they all went to Paris to accommodate Sam, but then Sam dips out and isn't even there. and hence the demotion. And then ultimately, Sam does show up at the wedding, which everyone's kind of shocked about. Like, we thought you were demoted and you weren't going to even come, but Sam comes, and turns out there are bad guys who want the money that Betsy's family that she's marrying into has stocked away in a secret vault, and Sam is going to save the day and take out all the bad guys. Even though she was just asked to leave because she had a fight with Betsy.
Don't get me wrong here. I like the actors in this movie. You could tell the actors were doing their best. They could with what they were given. Mm-hmm. So no knock on Rebel or Anna or Stephen Dorff or Justin Hartley or any of that. But they were not given much to work with. Like the funny lines just were not funny. Like it became funny because you knew they were trying, and it was just like a epic fail after epic fail after epic freaking fail. And again, not on the actors. They delivered it fine. They're just garbage lines.
Okay. Well, we don't review movies here. We talk about what would you do, and there's lots of them.
We review a little bit.
Well, you do. Rein it in. So lots of what would you do. Here's, hey, what would you do if your BFF from childhood you found out was keeping secrets? What would you do if you were asked to leave a wedding and then you found out that the person who asked you to leave was in trouble? Would you come back and try and help?
She wasn't really able to leave. She hadn't had enough time to go.
Well, she was still on the property, but she certainly could have escaped.
Yeah.
And just left. But she's a secret agent. And I guess when you're a secret agent, you don't have that kind of luxury. The other what would you do is Chris. So Chris is a family friend who was looked out by the family, the rich family, after his dad was sent to prison. And it turns out that although it seems like they have this great relationship where Chris has just always been around and he was part of the family, that he actually was secretly resentful. And turns out he was a key part of making that heist happen. And there's something in there he wants and some recordings from his dad. And he's felt like a second-class citizen the entire time.
Yeah. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm sure you want to exonerate your dad if he's actually innocent, though at the end, as always, spoiler alert, not so much innocent. Yeah. I mean, assuming they actually went through the files or just like, I'm just going to blow you off and tell you what you want to hear. It could have been either one. But no, probably his dad was probably just a not good dude. A lot of people's dads are just not good dudes.
That's true.
Yeah, it happens a lot. Yeah, I mean,
so let's go back to some what would you do's at the beginning. So assume that you are the bride or part of the bridal party and you go to France because it's convenient for the maid of honor, and then the maid of honor just disappears. What would you do?
I'd be pissed. I'd be freaking pissed. Because it's not like they know she's a spy.
Right.
Like,
they do not.
If they knew she was a spy and what she was doing, they'd probably be like, okay.
Yeah, go do your spy thing.
Understand. You do your thing, come back. But nobody knows. They just think she's a freaking flake.
Right.
So, yeah, I'd be pissed.
I think also, too, if you look at Sam saying, basically, I have business in France, so come and we'll do this in France. And then she gets the dates confused, and that's why everything goes south, is because she thinks the big spy caper is the next day, but it turns out it's the same day as the bridal shower. So I would get a better planner and maybe set some digital reminders so I did not have scheduling mishaps like that.
Also, I don't know if I would beat the crap out of 4 of my own people just to take a shot. Like,
she is very keyed up.
She's very keyed up. She is very confident in her abilities.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she seems to have pretty good capabilities, so I can understand the confidence. But her takedown of the bad guy ends, and then she comes back to the bridal shower, and she's missed everything, and they are disgruntled. And at that point, she is stripped of her duties, and everyone is angry at her. So when she shows up at the house for the wedding, to prepare there for the wedding, she is shunned through every activity, whether they have any sort of special activity and all these bridal activities, and she is always given the worst situation. Like when all the bridesmaids are given massages, but then she isn't given a masseuse, and she's given like a bag of chips when everyone else is given beautiful flowers and these opulent things. So she's treated like a second-class citizen, and it's very clear that she is not wanted there.
Women are bitches to women.
Yeah, sadly, that's true. And I can say in a what would you do situation like that, I don't think I would put up with that, because on one hand, those things are being done by the soon-to-be sister-in-law, who now has the maid of honor title, but also too, Sam and all the other bridesmaids can see that she's being treated less than and be given less, and is not having a good experience because she's being left out. So, I think that too, you have to look at the other bridesmaids and be like, wow, if you realize someone, like, they messed up, and then you see them being treated like that, but then you're also kind of mad at Sam too, because she did flake. I don't know. That's a level of bitchiness that I think you're better off just using your words and being sincere and saying, you know what? I think it's probably best that you skip this, other than just being all out, just rude and horrible to somebody.
Yeah.
Don't be cowardly. Don't be passive aggressive. Just use your words.
Sam should speak up and go, what the hell? Like, seriously, I get maybe y'all didn't expect to see me, but listen, you got your maid of honor title. Why you got to keep being a bitch to me? Like, you won.
Yeah, and they gave her the worst bedroom. They gave her the worst of everything, and
yeah, I don't do well with passive, or this is more like aggressive, passive aggressive.
Yeah. It takes courage to have awkward conversations and to say how you actually feel and what you actually need. And most people, sadly, don't have the courage to have those conversations because they're uncomfortable and they're awkward, and people avoid them. And it's much easier to just do all the things that we saw in this movie, other than just being an adult and having an uncomfortable conversation with someone.
If it's slight things, I can suck it up. Like, I can understand the position of, listen, they're not thrilled with me, but the things they were doing were not slight. They were just very outwardly screw you.
Yeah, we have all of this, and then you can go suck on this little tiny piece of yuckiness, and just be grateful that we're allowing you to be here, kind of a vibe.
Though I will say, on a what would you do situation, if you're Sam going to Betsy, like, right before she's going to get married, and she's just, like, really challenging, like, why do you want to marry this guy? Like, really, why do you want to marry this guy? And, like, listen, you okay, etc., and maybe slightly hint around there, but if you get the reinforcement, I'm good, you just lay the hell off. Hey, listen, I just want to be supportive. Knock him dead out there. Yeah, like, the movies like to romanticize this idea of running away at the altar.
That is foundational to films, isn't that?
It is, and that's not cool, boss.
Yeah, have those conversations, have those thoughts, take that time before the day of. I guess if people did that, there would be a lot fewer movies in the world, but there's no reason to let it get to, I'm supposed to walk down the aisle in a couple of minutes and I don't want to do it. And that stems, again, back to not wanting to have those uncomfortable, awkward conversations with people.
Yeah, I can understand the concept of cold feet.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But
your cold feet shouldn't be full of actual serious legitimate problems because if they are, then it's like, wow, you have not dealt with reality before you put on that veil and you're getting ready to march down.
Yeah,
and that can go for guys too, of
especially
course.
If they're young and not necessarily fully emotionally developed, and all of a sudden they're about to get married, and they're like, what the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I understand that to a point, but yeah, you're right. If there's foundational issues, that should be dealt with well before there's a cake and a dress and 200 people gathered.
Yeah.
So
I guess my last what would you do is, what would you do if you were held hostage? We have our bad guy who's holding the entire family and all the guests hostage because they have this very sophisticated safe system where they all have rings and it activates parts of the vault that are rigged to last certain amounts of time, and so you need all this very active involvement to open up the vault to get to all the gold bars. So what would you do if you were held hostage in a similar situation?
by those guys, whatever the hell I want.
They have guns. They're bad guys. They work for the cartel. Bad
Yeah, well,
guys.
apparently they can be like, oh, no, boy, look at me, focus on me. Don't worry about what's going on over there. You focus on me. And he's like, okay. Like they may have been highly trained, but they were, I don't know, they had like PhDs in ineptitude or something, because it was.
Well, the main guy did.
Yeah, he's just. I'm sorry. This kind of boils down to one of my bigger movie tropes that kind of gets me. Like, if you're going to be the bad guy and you have this plan,
Yeah.
just execute the plan. Don't screw around. Don't be nice to people. Do what you freaking got to do. And
How was he nice to people? What do you mean?
like, oh, send them back into the room with the other people. Hell no, I'm separating people.
No, he wanted to send him back. He wasn't being nice. He
Well, the
wanted
one
them
guy
to
with
see
the
that
leg.
he wasn't being nice. He wanted to see that they would actually hurt people and that he was bleeding and
Yes,
that they
that
should
one,
be
but
serious. That
there
one
were other you go backs, and
There
like,
wasn't.
and somebody comes, you're like, I just want to get some food from the kitchen. Okay, I'll send a couple guys with you. Like, no, screw you. Sit down. No food for you.
Okay, so that's not so much if you were being taken hostage, but it was more if you are taking somebody hostage. And what I'm hearing from you is if you take someone hostage, you are a no-nonsense guy.
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously committing massive crimes here.
Yeah, focus.
So
Focus, people.
Don't screw that up.
Eyes on the prize.
I mean, it really is. But
Gold bars or bust.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you're all the pedestrians who are going up against theoretically highly skilled terrorists, like, I don't know, I'm probably not screwing with them that much. I'm just taking their word that they're highly skilled.
Yeah, I mean, you could take their word, but you could also die. And, sometimes you got to be creative and try and get yourself out of a situation.
Maybe, but if in this process you're learning that one of your friends is a badass, you might be, let me see what she does first. Let's see before we...
Yeah, Betsy, our bride, definitely seemed to want some dopamine hits there and be able to jump in and support and be like, hey, let's do this, let's do that. Even though she is not a secret agent, I think she definitely was happy to go along for the thrill ride of it all.
Yeah, if I'm Sam, I'm like, no, listen, we're friends. I love you. You have zero training. I'm literally world class. You being with me is, sorry, a negative. You're going to make it harder because now...
I don't care if it's your wedding day, but you go sit down.
Because now I have to protect your ass on top of taking care of the guys.
Yeah.
No. Sit your ass down.
Take your veil and have a seat.
We hope you enjoyed our episode. Thank you for listening. And to catch all the new episodes, please subscribe. We release 2 to 3 episodes weekly, so we'll have new content regularly. Until next time.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.